Sir, I have a chat. Actually, I don't know about that boy, but he was not married yet. But to one of my friend, I got she got this date of birth, and now she is asking me why he is not married since these many years.
Okay.
Even for that boy, Jupiter is in 7th house. Shall I tell you the date of birth, sir?
Okay, we have actually taken a few horoscopes, but anyway, okay, tell me. We'll at
September
least
6th.
complete. No more questions on this chart. Anyone has any more questions? No. Yeah.
No, sir.
Good. September.
1984.
September, you missed the date.
6th, sir. 6th.
5.
6th, sir. 6th.
6. Okay.
Yes. 1984.
1984. Okay.
10:12 p.m. Hyderabad.
10:12 p.m. Okay. 20 to 12 p.m. Hyderabad. Okay.
Actually, within a minute, Lagnam is changing, sir.
You don't know this fellow, then how would you correct it? Do you know what he does or
Only
something?
one thing. Actually, his father is like he's into the politics, sir. One of the big leader in Telangana. It's like minister. He's a son of a minister, sir.
Okay.
That's it. I know only one thing about him. But he's not married. So one of my friend, this match came and she was like, why this fellow is not married yet? I thought upon seeing Jupiter in the 7th house, I said he might be.
See,
He
we
might
have
have
we have talked about delay in marriage, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Delay in marriage. You look at Navamsha, there should be a connection of Saturn either to the 7th house or to the 1st house. Okay, in the Navamsha, first thing. Second is, we have also talked about Purva Phalguni. So see if the Purva Phalguni is connected to 9th house, 7th house or 5th house. Then also there can be delays. You can see 5th Lord is in own house in Purva Phalguni. So there is a possibility that there is a delay, right? 5th house, 7th house.
So within a minute, Lagnam is changing to Taurus.
So if it changes, what happens? Check that. If it changes,
even in Navamsha, Lagnam is changing
Navamsha
to
will change.
Capricorn.
Navamsha will change to Capricorn. Saturn will not aspect it. Okay. So probably I think this is the correct chart. This itself is correct.
10:12 is on.
Yeah,
Okay.
this itself is correct. Also, you can check, Saturn is in the 7th house here in Swati. Okay, so this person has too many necessary requirements for the spouse. Swati is requirements. Saturn is unable to choose. The more the powerful the Saturn is, more difficulty with the Saturn is. See, Saturn exalts at 20 degrees and Saturn is in the 7th house. Now, if it is only Mesha Lagna, Saturn will be in 7th house. Correct? If it goes to Taurus, it goes into 6th house. So Saturn being in Swati near 20 degrees, Swati is opportunities. So many people are asking him to get married and Swati is unable to choose because it is Saturn, right? Because Saturn is very cool. It wants everything, cannot compromise.
Delay, Karakatva is delay, no, sir?
Not necessarily every time you find a Saturn in 7th house, especially in D1. Not necessarily. Saturn in 7th house is very good in D1. It will give you very good stable marriage. Even in Navamsha also it is a very good thing. It will give you a very good stable marriage, usually.
Okay.
But you have to see all the nakshatras, etc.
Okay.
Before that. Okay. So the Lagna is in Kritika. Lagna Lord is in Jeshta. Again, the disposition is Jeshta. So Jeshta is very, 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 very high. The person, does he exhibit Jeshta characteristics? What are the correct
I don't know. I
characteristics?
don't know this.
You need to know the
I
person.
don't know.
You have to know him.
Oh.
Otherwise, you cannot.
Actually, okay. Sir. He's very friendly, it seems, sir.
Jeshta people are very friendly.
Mm.
Jeshta is,
Egoistic characters, as it is in eighth house, we can't see him.
very
We
good.
can't sense.
Yeah, you cannot sense.
So upon asking that girl, she said, I don't see those characters.
See,
So I felt like
Jeshta, I
maybe
think I
because
have explained also in Jeshta. If you read Jeshta very well, you will know. Jeshta is a very fatherly fellow. Jeshta is a very fatherly fellow. Jeshta is trying to protect you. Okay, although it is in the eighth house, it behaves like it is in the ninth house. So Jeshta has a fatherly characteristic. The person is, the native is trying to be hugely protective about his family. His family has to be doing everything correctly. Okay, this is what Jeshta is all about. If they do not do correctly, what will father do? The olden days fathers, I mean in the 80s fathers, what they will do, they'll slap on the child's face and say, look, you are not following this correctly, you have to do it correctly. So they will be stamped as egoistic, but they still are a very good people, Jeshta. Jeshta is, if you have a Jeshta elder brother, or if you have a Jeshta father, you are very blessed because he is hugely protective of his family. Some people take it as very rude. I mean, some people take them as very rude, but Jeshta is absolutely a protective person. Okay. But if you don't know him, then it is difficult. Let's move on.
okay.
Anybody has, okay, anyway, even if you have a question, the problem is you cannot cross check.
Okay.
Okay. Anyway, we have come to another thing. Okay, I'm looking at the last one, November 27, 1980. Okay, this will also be ready. Anyway, let's take somebody else's chart.
Sir, can I give October 7?
Already there, so many people have actually already given. We've not, taken anybody's.
So can we take the possessed one to find out how do we check that?
You can take, but I don't believe in the possessed thing. Okay,
Oh, okay, sir.
I will still do. Okay. Okay, May 20, 2001. इसने तो coordinate दिया भैया ये क्या है? Where is this place?
Ahmedabad, that place is Ahmedabad.
You know each other, is it?
No, sir, I checked that chart, that's why.
Oh, okay.
So I have sent that chart. Even I don't know the place. Ahmedabad, I got the coordinates. So I sent the coordinates.
This is 9:45 a.m., May 20, 2001.
Yep. Whatever is
Okay,
written, it's
Lagna in Punarvasu. Okay. Do you know
Lagna
this?
will be in Mrigashira. Yes, I know her very well.
Why does it show up in Punarvasu? How can it be Mrigashira then?
It should be Mrigashira because she is very picky about her food and thing, and very scared also. I mean, she gets stressed very easily.
Then it's not
Should be
9:45, it's 8:45. Not even 8:45. Are you sure this is May 29, 2001?
yes, it should be May 20, 2001.
Sir, it's in Punarvasu only. Like when I also checked, it is in Punarvasu.
Okay, then I must be confusing it with some other chart. Then timing is correct. I know that.
तुम जानते हो इसको ना?
Yes, जानता हूँ मैं. I know her very well.
You see here, Mercury is in Mrigashira, Jupiter is in Mrigashira, 2 planets in Mrigashira. Okay, and what do you have? Sun is in Kritika.
Kritika, 2 planets, Kritika.
Sun is in Kritika. Saturn is in Kritika. 2 Mrigashira and 2 Kritika. Okay.
And 2 Mula, sir.
And
Mars
two-
and Ketu are in Mula.
2 Mula. Okay.
2 Revati.
2 Revati. Wow. Okay. Okay.
But Ketu is Purva Shadana, only 1 Mula.
Ketu is Purvashada. Yeah. Ketu is Purvashada. Okay, the ligament tier and all that, you can see all that stuff in the 12th house thing. Everybody must have listened to Rohini, right? Rohini?
Yes.
6th Lord Dispositor is Jupiter. Placed in Mrigashira, running. Tier. What was she doing? Was she running when the tear happened?
Basketball player.
Okay, okay. So sports. There's also Mercury there. 3rd Lord there. Sports. Okay. So why I have taken up Rohini? Anybody can answer. Can anybody answer why I have said Rohini? Start. Oh, okay. See, 6th Lord is the Roga, right? So 6th Lord is Mars. Dispositor is Jupiter. Jupiter is in Mrigashira. But look at that cusp of that house. Cusp of that house is in Rohini. Rohini will say Rohini is Rohanaha. That means something that is increasing. So it happens multiple times. Or Rohini is also accidents, right? We have talked about it. 12th house accidents are ligament tears. Okay, problems in the legs. This will even show up in D3 also. You have to set up into Uma Shambhu Hora. Okay, and look at these planets, Mars and Saturn. Both are aspecting the 12th house. If you know how to use these things, right, it will be very, very easy. Okay. Look at this D3 chart. Saturn aspects the 12th house. Mars also aspects the 12th house. Please use Uma Shambhu Hora. Uma Shambhu D3. Ustad, you knew this?
Yes. I am using this D3 Uma Shambhu. And you are correct. Her ligament tear is now a lifetime problem for her. I mean, it keeps that leg swollen, and she has problems in walking. And basketball is far away from her life.
Yeah.
For lifetime.
Only thing I want to tell whoever listening this classes, you have to see this first in the D1 and then go to D3. Only if you know there is a problem in the D1, that is when you go back and see in D3 to understand if same house many malefics are aspecting. Look at what are all the malefics: Rahu, Mars, Saturn, Ketu. These are the major malefics. Sun is partially malefic. Now you see 12th house has Rahu, Ketu anyway will aspect it. Saturn is aspecting it. Mars is also aspecting it. Okay, very simple. So there is some disability in the person related to legs. These will work like gem.
Sir, how is Saturn aspecting? I didn't understand.
3rd house, third
Third
aspect.
aspect.
Third
But
aspect.
Saturn is in 11th house, sir. How is it aspecting 12th house?
D3. Have you got it?
Oh, sorry, sir. I was seeing the D1 chart. Okay.
D3. I'm talking about D3 Uma Shambhu. Pick D3, go to Uma Shambhu, Parashara Drekana, Parivritti, even sign reversal, Uma Shambhu. Use this. Not the traditional one, to understand your bodily problems. Okay, this is for bodily problems. Okay. I know a few people will think how difficult is this because some may be very beginners. But I want to confirm it to myself that, okay, I'm looking at this girl's chart. Okay, okay, you have a very poor 12th house. Okay, so this is only a feeling of the girl. You see the moon. You see the moon?
Okay.
What's Ustad? What
Yes,
happened?
yes, I see
What
the
happened? What happened to the moon?
What happened to the moon? Jupiter goes to 12th house in Mrigashira.
Moon, the
Venus
most
and-
important thing for moon, your well-being.
Oh,
Moon.
Mars is looking
Okay,
at the moon,
correct,
so it will keep her unsettled.
right.
And
Moon does not have the support of big planets. Okay,
uh,
okay. Venus is in the Pisces in the 10th house. Okay, Venus is very weak in the 10th house. Both the planets are very weak in the 10th house. Moreover,
Soumya Grahas.
moreover, it's a dark place. Pisces is a dark sign. Pisces is a very difficult sign.
But Venus will be exalted also in Pisces, no, sir?
We have not covered Venus. So when you come to Venus, you will understand what Venus is. Forget exaltations; they don't work. Okay.
Okay.
So one question here. 10th house is the house of highest light, you said, when we were looking for bright eyes thing, like when
Yeah.
we look.
Yeah.
But right now you're saying 12th house is the darkest sign. So how do we blend these two? Like the
No.
highest?
Okay, now you see, I'm taking your word. So let me assume that 10th house is the brightest place. So brightly up the sky, what do you have? Venus and Moon, right? In this chart, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Now, what are those planets which can support Venus and Moon? Venus and Moon are typical planets which need support. They need support of someone. Both are water, right? You have to build walls. Where is the wall? Now, 12th house is a house which has not risen. It's in the darkness. 7th house is the house where it is set, right? All the planets have not risen or they have either set. So both of them are water. They don't have any support. That's what I've asked. Okay.
Okay.
Clear?
Clear.
So this is the feeling of the girl. What you can tell her is give her a remedy for Revati. Ask her to do simple remedy for Revati and also try to build confidence using sun. Wear a moonga, build some confidence. That's all. Is she doing well now?
She is doing phenomenal.
Okay.
But problem is that spooky thing, like someone is following me, that doubt thing. I also tell her that it's only your doubts is the repercussion of the event which you have faced. But I mean,
Okay.
two
Does she have
suicides by
okay? Does she exhibit Punarvasu characteristics? Mother is very protective about the child.
yes, very much.
Okay. So Ardra characteristics, she is a very good, maybe knowing very good computers, etc. Very good knowledge of languages.
Yes, computer science is her major. I mean, the BTech which she did.
Probably she knows very good programming languages. These people are very good at programming languages.
She is a manager right now, but she used to study, so we can say she knows.
They'll be very good at coding. Lagna, Rahu, Ardra. Okay. So I mean, basics should match. That is when you can say that okay, this fits. If it is Mrugashira, right? If you thought you were saying that at the start of the this thing that it is a Mrugashira. If it is Mrugashira, mother will not be so strong. Okay.
Maybe I remember her as a Mrigashira girl because her Lagna
Because there are
Lord is
two
in Mrig.
planets. Yeah.
Yes, that's why maybe I confused.
Yeah.
But so you also
Uh,
said no, that the dispositor of the Lagna, that nakshatra is important. So that is going
So
in
that is
Mrigashira.
that is going into Revati.
No, sir, dispositor of moon, like she is a Cancer ascendant, dispositor of moon is going, Jupiter
कहाँ
is
से
going.
Cancer ascendant है she? She is Punarvasu into Gemini.
Gemini.
Okay, Gemini she is. She's not Cancer.
Okay, maybe then
Yeah,
something.
yeah. You have to set the Ayanamsha properly.
Maybe.
Ainamsha is traditional library. Okay.
Maybe she's getting fourth pada, that's why it's going to Cancer for her.
Probably then you have to roll back your time by about 5 minutes. It cannot be Cancer, okay? The Rahu needs to be there. Okay, and Mars is aspecting it. Moon is also in the 4th house. I mean, Moon is in the 10th house. This also is kind of a Pisach yoga. You can say that. One kind of a Pisach yoga, which she is feeling right.
Like, one more thing,
You
like
mean
4.
Saturn Rahu, sir? Pisach yoga, you
Yeah,
said?
Saturn, Rahu. Actually, Rahu itself is enough.
So
Rahu
Mars Ketu is the Pishach Yoga, I think.
There are many variations for it. Saturn, Rahu. Okay. Mars, Ketu. Many variations for it. That's why I'm saying. So Rahu is Rahu or Ketu, both are same, right? So either of these will be in the Lagna for having such fear. And Moon will be devoid of strength. It should be in the 10th house. Okay. So this Lagna is because somebody who has a very strong moon, right? Emotionally, who is very good, why would he fear?
Yeah, you're correct. Very soft person.
Okay.
Hmm. And one more thing I wanted to ask.
add in.
Shrishma want to add something. Go ahead, add Ma.
Sir, in Navamsha, Lagnam is also Gemini, sir. So
Hmm.
Lagna Lord Mercury in D9 Lagna Lord. Mercury in D1, if we look into the D1, Mercury is in 12th house. So
How tall
this
is
is
she,
12th house
Ustad?
9.
1 second, Ma. How tall is she? She's very short, or how is she?
She is
Or very extremely
she,
tall?
not extremely tall. 5'5", maybe 5'6", 5'5". I mean, from Indian standard, she is tall, but
Okay.
from, I mean, you can consider her tall. 5'6", 5'5" is good height for a girl in India, especially.
Usually, Gemini in both the cases, the person can be short, but the Navamsha Lagna Lord is in the Virgo, so the person can be a little tall. Does she appear to be tall from a distance? No, or
Yes,
she's okay.
not exactly tall. You can't say. She doesn't have the looks of a tall girl.
Okay, Shrishma, go ahead. You were saying something.
Lagna Lord in D9 Lagna Lord, we have to look for D9 Lagna Lord in D1. If it is placed in 6th, 8th or 12th, constantly illnesses will be bothering a person. As you said previously in the class, sir. So even that is, as it is went into 12th house, undiagnosed illnesses.
That's there, but probably she, where is she living, Ustad? She's living.
Right now she lives in Mumbai.
Very aspiring. She has 2 planets, 7th house.
Yes, very aspiring. She wants to go abroad, settle in Singapore. That's her dream.
Okay, good. You're saying something more, Shrishma?
Yes, I wanted to ask a question, sir. Like in her case, I also mentioned that her her nani hanged herself to death, and also her mama. So can we take fourth from fourth, like the 7th house, in which the Pishach Yoga is forming
No,
for this?
Nani means father's mother, right? No, mother's mother, correct?
Yes. So will
Mother's
we
mother,
take
yeah.
this because from Sanjay sir's lecture, I learned this Pisach Yoga. So it was matching with what she was saying. And so I thought it will be a good chart to mention.
See, 7th house from D1 will talk about so many things. First thing is Mars Ketu can also show operations. Okay, if anybody is Bhrigunandinadi people are there, they will, the moment they'll see Mars and Ketu, they'll say there is an operation. Okay, sixth lord being the Mars, having connections to Ketu can also give you operations. There's so many places you can look at operations. Coming back to your question, Ustad, it just struck me, so I just said, seventh house can give you so many things. So, you know, somebody committing a suicide, moreover, a nani kind of a thing. To be very honest with you, I really do not know if somebody has an expertise on how to confirm it. Okay. I do not want speculation.
No,
I dislike speculation. So maybe I know, but I do not want to say because I'm not very sure.
okay. And that's why I asked, should I mention this chart even or not?
Yeah, that
Because
is,
the
Hmm.
I
Which-
also said you to take the chart because how do we confirm then?
No, he was asking about Nani's death.
Yes,
So
Nana and Mamaji both, they both hanged themselves.
I cannot really say because I'm not very great at it, because both can be looked upon from Mercury itself. Okay, if you use the significations, Mercury being in Mrigashira, okay, in the 12th house, this itself is enough. Okay. Now you'll ask me, how would it work? This is only a speculation. I only have 3 or 4 charts who have relatives committing suicide. Okay. I cannot say for sure, because if I say something, right, I'll always confirm it with either a divisional chart or somewhere else. Both things I will usually say. I'm not saying this because I'm only seeing it from one angle. I do not know how to use the other angle. Maybe you've given me a 7th house, 6th house, and all that stuff. Right now, I think they're not working.
okay.
On the Tantra thing, I have already told you, it's only a feeling thing, because the moon is bereft of any support.
Yes. Thank you very, very much for that. Because I was also telling her the same, and she is very much scared of staying alone.
Hmm.
Because of she has already got into a lot of troubles in her life. So I was telling her the same. I was also giving her some bhakti thing, go to a temple and all that, because in her home there is no worship or something like that happening. They don't know anything. They are all into money and pleasure things.
Okay,
So
you can see that with Mars and Ketu also in the Sagittarius. Okay, Mars is retrograde.
yeah,
Ketu is also retrograde. 2 retrograde planets in the Sagittarius influencing a Kendra. Okay, so the person is very practical. I mean,
yes, very practical.
if she wants a solution for this, ask her to light a lamp in the evening around Pradosh Kal, that is around the sunset time. That is the
Okay,
solution.
before sunset or after sunset?
Exactly at the sunset.
Okay, Mercury time you're saying.
Yeah. The 7th
Okay.
house time. That is where the Mars and the Ketu are.
Okay.
Sir, can we say genetic disorders by looking into the chart? Genetic disorders by looking into natal
That's a
chart.
very, very big subject. Very big subject. It depends on the kind
Actually-
of genetic disorder.
Okay, so even as this in this case, few of the psychiatric disorders will run in the families, like BPD and schizophrenia. So even in, as her nanny and some of the paternal or maternal uncle has committed suicide, maybe it is like a genetic disorder only. So by looking into genetic disorder aspect into this chart, we can conclude.
I don't understand why genetic disorder in this case. She's actually afraid of.
No,
No.
schizophrenic patients or bipolar disorder patients, few of these conditions will run in the family, sir. So it is not particular to one particular individual. Even in psychiatric disorders, few are genetic.
I see.
సో జెనెటిక్ డిజార్డర్స్ ఏమైనా ఉన్నాయా అని చూసుకుంటే అలా ఏమైనా చేయవచ్చేమో అని.
No, I don't think it's a genetic thing. Okay, I cannot give you the logic how I checked it. I do not think it's a genetic thing.
Sir, ikkada see Ketu is there in Sagittarius. So I mean, can we presume that Sagittarius stands for Dharma, and since Ketu is there, I mean, there is no spiritual, not much of spiritual practice. Can we?
I have Ketu in Sagittarius. I'm very spiritual.
Okay, okay. Then how can we say that? I mean, she's more towards the practical side and spiritual side, sir, by seeing the chart.
It's either Ketu should be there or Mars should be there. If both are there, then there is a different Phalita.
Okay, okay, sir, got it.
Both are going opposite directions.
Right, right, got it, sir.
But this is a
But
very
both-
generic one, very generic. Okay, you cannot apply this all through. The problem with such kind of things is people will forget Lagna, people will stop using everything that I have taught, and tomorrow onwards they'll go on the roads and start preaching that Mars and Ketu are there. That's why there is no spirituality in the life of the person. Please avoid these things. If you're going to do that, please stop it right now.
Okay, sir. But Ketu, and they say Ketu Kujavat, no, sir. So why there is a contradiction?
Madam, I have covered till Mercury, right? You're clear till
Okay, sir.
Mercury. After
Okay,
that, Jupiter will follow, then Saturn will follow, then Venus will follow, then Saturn will follow, then Rahu Ketu. After you
Okay,
understand all that, then we'll come to conjunctions.
Okay, sir.
Okay, when you have conjunctions, what happens? These are such things which you cannot explain from without teaching the class. Okay, but while I'm seeing the chart, I always restrict myself not to say something which is not taught in the class. But unless I say that it is difficult to move forward, we will only lose time.
Okay, sir. No worries.
Yeah. Good. I think we've already had 2 hours of time, 1 hour 45 minutes. It's a solid time that we have. Any quick questions anybody has? Any feedback? Did anybody not understand at all anything?
Sir, as you said in the previous case that if any sign has multiple number of planets,
Hmm.
then the dispositor nakshatra becomes very important.
That's why I said to do the remedy for Revati.
Yeah, so that I was coming to that, sir. So in here there are 2 planets in Revati.
Hmm.
So like, will we take both while doing the remedy, or like?
No, I'm saying do the nakshatra remedy. Why are you worried about what planet is inside?
Okay, that doesn't matter. However, like how many planets?
Let's for now let us keep it simple.
Okay, sir.
That is
Okay.
the first step.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
The nakshatra remedy, sir, was where Munga?
Munga is for the sun. At least sun is, in the Maran Karka along with the Saturn. It is going into Rahu. As sun moves forward, right? It goes into Rahu. You can see all that. It goes into Saturn. It goes into Rahu. Sun is the 5th degree. Saturn is a little ahead of it. It will move into Saturn first. That's why it is more and more, afflicted. Because Saturn is ahead of Sun in the 12th house. And it is in that place where, if you read Rohini, you read Rohini and stuff like that. I've explained what Saturn will do in Rohini. Okay. Munga is for Sun.
So
I'm asking her to improve at least Sun, because it is difficult to improve Moon right now. Because Pisces has darkness, not very easy. Because Moon is already in the light, and Moon needs light, and it is not having any light right now. Right? Does not have any, light of its own, right? So Moon is looking for light. So better is protect Sun at least, and then have that confidence built in. Yeah. Question?
And Revati remedy, you said?
Listen to Revati. Whatever remedy you will feel like after listening to Revati. I have given at least, I must have given what the problems are. So from there itself the remedy is. One remedy was the dentist thing.
Yes.
Okay, or
Right.
the other remedy can be, I don't know, I've given at least 10, 15 problems statements in that. In the problem itself, there is an answer.
Okay, okay. And lighting a lamp at Pradosh Kal is a remedy for?
Seventh house, Sagittarius. Sagittarius is the
Okay,
light. You need to light up a lamp.
okay,
And seventh house is setting time, time of
okay,
sunset.
okay.
That's it.
Okay.
She must be disliking bad habits, or she has huge bad habits. What is it?
For 6 months period in 2022, she was into alcohol and drugs very heavily. After that, she got into touch with me and her boyfriend, which happens to be my friend. And after that, she has become all spiritual, got a job, got settled.
Oh.
She is from a very well-to-do family also.
Okay.
But before that, everyone was
Also
scamming her.
check if her digestion is all okay.
Digestion is fine.
I'm seeing some issues with digestion. If she has, then ask her to take a proper intake of food. I think their meals are very irregular.
Yeah, one very major issue with digestion is milk and lactose intolerance. Yes, you are
Okay.
correct. She gets the Greek yogurt thing she eats.
See that itself will show lactose intolerance is moon. Okay.
Mm,
Curd is Venus. See,
mm,
based on which based on the symptoms itself, you will know which planets are okay.
mm.
You understood what I said, right?
Yeah, I totally. I'm now able to relate a lot of things. Like
Mm.
there are certain problems with her mother. Like her mother being restrictive and too much
Protective.
pokey, she doesn't like. She doesn't like that.
That is obvious because you have Rahu there. Ask her to just obey her mother. That's it. The problems are going to solve.
Sir,
Next year,
Next to impossible,
okay,
but ask her to do it. Once she lights up the lamp, right, in the evenings, she'll start obeying her
okay,
mother.
okay.
Sure.
And that she will do because she has done a lot of prayers. She doesn't even understand
I
also,
think
and
she is
that
sitting
has
in dark.
helped her.
She's sitting in the darkness. Ask her to sit in the light.
Okay, she also visited Bhima Shankar, and I don't know why, but she
Sir,
went there
I
also.
gave you simple 4 remedies. Okay, please ask her to do these.
Okay, okay, thank you.
Somebody else has a question.
sir, how did you say lactose intolerant? I understand moon for milk, Venus for curd.
Listen to Rohini. Rohini is lactose intolerant.
Okay, sir. Got
And
it.
also, if I'm not wrong, Revati is also.
Okay.
Okay, because Revati is where Venus exalts. Venus is the udder. Udder, I mean, जहाँ से दूध निकलता है गाय का, you call that in udder in English, right?
Right.
Yeah, so that is Venus.
Right.
Okay, so that can be Pushyami, that can be Rohini, that can be Swati, that can be Revati. All of them can represent udder. It can also represent breast cancers, etc. Okay, afflictions to these places, breast cancers.
Oh, okay.
There will be so many significations in nakshatras. We have to be very careful.
So one more thing about this chart, although I don't know much about it, I just wanted to know, sir, like here, Jupiter and Venus are in exchange. So while nakshatra, like, do they influence the nakshatra?
Yeah,
or-
we have to. That's why I've used Mrigashira also, and also Revati. Both I've used.
So we'll take it into consideration whenever we see such.
What did he say? She is very aspiring. She wants to go to Singapore. 10th, 12th interchange. Mrigashira is also running. So running away from this place to somewhere else. Okay. Revati is also leaving this place and going and settling down somewhere else.
Okay, sir.
You have to read both these nakshatras. It's too big to actually explain it here.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Getting married and going elsewhere, settling elsewhere. Okay.
So one last question. Because she is going to get married next year, that's why I'm asking. Is it good for her to settle abroad?
Look at these things, no? Look at the Vimshotri Dasha, use the variation and see how it is. Very simple. Use the D10. Does she work?
Yes, she works. I have
Okay.
written that in the message itself.
No, I don't read any of that stuff. It is for the people. Why I encourage writing
Okay.
is at least people will, open the chart, maybe read something and then come to the class. But I don't read any of them.
Okay. Yes, she works in an MNC.
HR, what does she do?
Yes. She is a team leader, HR thing also. She recruits also. Right now, project manager, something of that sorts. And her company is into recycling of things like waste products.
Okay. Your question is, will she go abroad?
No, is it good for her? Because she is very adamant. I know, like she will go from her perspective. She won't listen even if I tell. But is it even fruitful for her? That's what I'm asking.
Now, why do you want to change the karma? Okay, Revati, strong Revati, let her go. Mrigshira, right? It has to run all through. Then only it will understand, okay, there is, what do you call that? Mirage, right? There is a mirage at the end. Deers will often run and get to know that, oh, it's a mirage. There is no water there, right?
Okay, I got the answer.
Okay, you don't please change the whole thing.
Yeah, I don't change anything. He only
Father,
if a person.
What is father doing? Father
is a bank manager, state bank manager.
Okay. So, Pratika. Good. I've used Dashas. I think she'll go. Okay. She'll go.
Yeah, in 28 or 29, I think.
She'll go as soon as the sun starts. I mean, provided this D10 is correct. If she is an HR and she's also a team lead, it means that this is correct.
And so she is also born in the Tetil Karan. Tetil Karan is associated with fast success. She has also got Mercury exalted in D9 and this Gemini also. So Mercury is prominent, very fluent English speaker, very avid reader of books.
That is because of the Rahu in the Lagna, okay? Rahu in the Lagna, Ardra, okay? For 15th degree. 15th degree is also Mercury. So Lagna is Mercury and Lagna. Rahu in 15th degree. That also can say that excellent, very fluent in whatever language she speaks.
She speaks 3 languages, I think.
Yeah,
Gujarati.
multiple languages.
Yep.
Okay.
And in degrees also, I mentioned in the text that she pursued 2 degrees concurrently. The one was in business administration and one was in computer science. So that is the Gemini theme. 2 things at the same time. Mercury theme.
Okay. Good. Unless any more questions, we'll say goodbye to each other. Anybody has any feedback? Was it helpful? I thought maybe a quick understanding of what nakshatras can do. What I was looking at. I know Ustad.
This was very helpful, sir.
Anybody else?
Yes, sir. Indeed, it was.
Is there anyone who did not understand anything at all? Very difficult to understand. Very helpful. Okay, good. More sessions.
Very helpful, sir, but some things somehow I could not understand, like lactose intolerance. Probably I'll need to refer back.
Madam, if you have not listened to the class, I cannot help, right? I gave you on the
Yes,
internet.
sir.
It's free.
I'll refer back.
Free. I'm not charging also. So you have to be thankful. And please, not for once you will understand. You have to at least listen to it for 10 times. Then only you will, at least have 5-6 significations in memory. It's very difficult because nakshatras are very deep.
Yes, sir. Thank you, and I will refer back.
Okay, sure.
Thank you, sir.
చిన్న డౌట్ సార్
అడగండి.
సార్ ఇప్పుడు ఈ మ్యాగజైన్స్ ఎన్ని వెబ్సైట్ ఏ వెబ్సైట్ లో ఉన్నాయి సార్ మనకి
freevedicastro.com. నేను ప్రతి వీడియోలోని కింద ఇస్తున్నాను నా వెబ్సైట్ ఏంటో.
ఓకే.
freevedicastro.com అది వెబ్సైట్.
ఓకే. థ్యాంక్ యూ సార్.
థ్యాంక్ యూ.
సార్ వేరే ప్లానెట్స్ ఏమి లేవు, ఓన్లీ సన్ ఒకటే ఉంది సార్.
ఆ
మూన్,
సన్
మెర్క్యూరీ
నుంచి సన్ కిందకు వచ్చి అలాగ రైట్ కిందకు వస్తే మీకు అలాగ మిగిలినవన్నీ కనిపిస్తాయి.
కనపడట్లేదు సార్, ఓన్లీ
అవునా?
సన్ ఒకటే
సరే
కనిపిస్తుంది.
రేపు యాడ్ చేస్తాను అన్ని.
ఓకే
లేదండి,
ఓకే.
మెనూ అప్డేట్ చేయాలండి. మెనూ అప్డేట్
మెనూ
చేయలేదు,
అప్డేట్ చేయలేదు.
మిగతావన్నీ ఉన్నాయి.
ఎవరైనా చేస్తారా నాకు కొంచెం సహాయాలు? వర్డ్ ప్రెస్ వచ్చిన వాళ్ళు ఉన్నారా?
శ్రీకాంత్ గారు, ఐఎమ్ హియర్ ఇఫ్ యు ఎవర్ నీడ్ ఎనీ హెల్ప్.
సార్ నాకు వర్పస్ నాకు వచ్చి సార్ కాకపోతే కొంచెం డౌట్స్ ఉన్నాయి నాకు అందులో.
నేను ఎక్స్పర్ట్ ని ఆల్రెడీ, నాకు బాగా చేసేవాళ్ళు కావాలి. ఓకే, నేను చాలా బాగా చేస్తాను, కాకపోతే నాకు ఓపిక తక్కువ, నాకు మహా బద్ధకం నాకు. సూర్య ఓకే సరే, నాకు మీరు
సురేష్ అండి,
చెప్పండి.
నేను I'll text you.
సురేష్ ఓకే మీరు అడిగారు ఇంతకు ముందు కదా. అవునవును. నేను చెప్తానండి మీకు, మీరు కలిసి
Okay.
చేద్దాం మనం.
సరే, ఓకే సార్, ఎనీ టైం.
సార్ నేను కూడా చేయగలను సార్, శ్యామల.
అమ్మో, ఇంతమంది చేస్తారు, ఇంకేమి, నాకు అంతకంటే కావాల్సిందే.
we will team up అండి.
Oh, yes. సరే, మీకు ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ ఇస్తాను, మీరు చేసి పెట్టుదురు దాంట్లో. థ్యాంక్ యూ అండి అందరికి.
థ్యాంక్ యూ.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.